Thank the organizers for giving me an opportunity to share a few ideas with you all this evening. And I would like to compliment the organization itself for spending their own money, their own time and energy to motivate you young people here and create an awareness for a better Hyderabad. I'm sure with the participation of all of us, more so from you, the inputs coming, it should be possible for us to make Hyderabad really a world-class city. I'm sure about it. I'm sure you'll give very good ideas, and which organizers will take it up with the right and appropriate agencies. Because tomorrow we are going to have the Municipal Commissioner of Hyderabad, so you will certainly be impressed with what all you are going to tell. So come prepared for tomorrow, so that you can really make the city wonderful and beautiful by giving your nice ideas. So coming to this particular session, this session is on health tourism. As you all have seen, I'm not the right candidate for health tourism to chair this session by my size. If at all, I am a fit candidate for the participant. Probably I should myself become a health tourist rather. No, health tourism is not new to us in India. It has been being practiced, done since ages. Some of you must be coming from the southern part of the country. So you all know most of the people in the Andhra and Tamil Nadu and Karnataka especially, they want to, in the last days, when they are old, infirm, like to spend in a place called Banaras. Why? That is health tourism. So what we had the knack of converting and conveying to the population in the form of religious beliefs and to make them understand. Probably some of the people are not that educated, so how to convey it across and convince them. So they had given a color of the religion. Similarly, we have the Char Dham Yatras, and with the advent of yoga in this country, and really what we are today talking about health tourism has really started maybe 5,000 years ago, because I date it back to 5,000, because yoga is given an age of 5,000 years at least. So we don't have to really, we are only trying to adapt what we had been doing earlier into the present formats and making it more international. Rather, we are attracting more and more health tourists or wellness tourists or healthcare providers to this country. I'm sure my colleagues here who are panelists will share with the statistics, but I estimate roughly at least it is a $3 billion industry in this country, and probably we had about 200,000 health tourists coming from outside, not counting those people who are in the country. So similarly, today we have, other than the people coming for surgeries or health issues, some of them for coming for the pleasure. At the same time, they also take care of the health. People do go to places in Kerala for various other treatments, natural treatments, because there is an awareness today. We need to go in for a natural way of rejuvenating ourselves rather than trying to take on the steroids and other complicated chemical formulations. So those details, I'm sure my colleagues from the Mexico and or Dr. Apaji from the Pharmaceutical Export Council of India will certainly throw some light on these issues. You will be certainly having a lot of information on that. And this pharmaceutical industry in Hyderabad is one of the biggest. Probably that's why it is called a pharmaceutical capital of the country. And we are, most of the people world over, the medicines they use, they go from Hyderabad. And at the same time, we have onerous responsibility of ensuring that the standards are there and the proper procedures are followed. You have recently heard a lot of issues, whether it is trials on the drugs or whether it is the surrogacy issues. So there are a lot of legal and ethical issues in health tourism. So we should not lose sight of that. At the same time, our healthcare providers, our hospitals, our institutions should maintain highest standards so that we can attract more and more people. Even today, many people, health tourists, go to Thailand or even China, not to India. Of course, though India also getting quite a bit of number, but still there is an element of doubt about our sanitation, our rate of infection, and cleanliness in our own hospitals and post-operative care, etc. Though we have got excellent healthcare providers, surgeons, and doctors all over the country. And how, in India at least, what I heard was Chennai is the health tourism capital of the country. So, as a pharma capital of the country, how we can make Hyderabad bring those guys to Hyderabad rather than taking them to Chennai, because we have got a much better weather than Chennai. So those are the issues which you could think of. You guys should tell the municipal commissioner tomorrow so that he can find some ways and means of attracting health tourists to our city. That will make more and more people coming to us, and we'll be able to do much more expertise, and we'll gain from the financially, economically, and otherwise. So with these few words of whatever I knew a little bit about health tourism, I would like to pass on to Dr. Appaji, who had been the Director General of Pharmaceutical Export Council of India. It is one of the rarest occasions, I think, where if any council of the Government of India with the Director General's office being located other than in Delhi. So the credit goes to the people who have established these things in this place. We were talking about the numbers. We have been doing a lot of these things in the country. He talked about we are fifth in the defense. You know, we are spending 30% of our budget on the defense. That's why we are best. So we are not spending that kind of money on the healthcare. We are not spending that kind of money on the education because we don't have it. And the numbers are big. We are talking about 125 or 130 crore people who have to get all the facilities. So there was a need felt, and whatever government is doing is not enough because a number of all India institutes have been started in the recent 2 to 3 years by the Government of India. But where are the people, where are the infrastructure? And many of the people don't want to go to places like Bhubaneswar or some other place where All India Institute is being raised. So it is for organizations and agencies like the awareness groups, which is doing a good job. We have to create that every one of us have got a bit to do in this, whether it is creating the awareness among the people. Though if the doctor says you should go through, you can always think over and do it. I agree, all of us cannot think the same way. I'll give my own example. 4 years ago, I was told by doctor, go for a knee replacement. I said, okay, I'm managing doing this, exercise, something like that. We manage till it is, we do breakdown maintenance. When it can't move, then I'll go for a surgery. So we have to create awareness. There are very few people who can access internet or talk about it, talk to his friends or colleagues or doctors. So we need to have more and more voluntary agencies which can create the awareness among the people and provide health care. Now, fortunately, most of the people are getting connected through cell phone at least, if not by the internet. So there should be possibility. So there are activities which are taking place in the country through the Department of Space and Department of Science and Technology. We are doing the telemedicine, was a project launched a long time ago, and mobile healthcare. These are all happening. So, and also the regulatory mechanisms, National Accreditation Bureau for Laboratories came up as a small organization, part of Department of Science and Technology. Today it is a full-fledged autonomous institution which is catering to the accreditation of the laboratories and even hospitals. So there are regulatory mechanisms. Still we have to do a lot with regard to medical, legal and ethical issues so that we can increase our credibility, whether it is clinical trials or providing proper health care. So those are the actions which need to be taken. It should be there on the country's agenda. Fortunately, the government is also looking at these issues, and hopefully in a future we are going to find some of the solutions for some of the issues we have raised this evening here, and I am sure the organizers will take them forward. And with this, I would like to thank my speakers on the panel, Dr. Appaji and Dr. Hari Krishna, for giving us an opportunity to talk to them and give some ideas. And I hope every one of us go back from this call thinking that not we expect the corporate hospital to do it or the government to do it. Though we discuss the things beyond medical tourism, but all those issues which we have discussed, they will have an impact on medical tourism ultimately. So these words, I thank one and all. I thank the organizers for giving me this opportunity.
Okay. Thank you, sir.